What up, fam? Manly Brandon back. Got my Gymshark thrift shop find. That's pretty cool. Cost me like $3 for a Gymshark shirt. Hell to the yeah. It was brand new. Had all the tags on it. I don't know if it comes pre-sliced up. Probably not. So it was probably used to be a long sleeve shirt at one point, but somebody sliced it up and never put it on because it was brand new, had the tags on and everything. So that's cool. Right now it is absolutely soaked because it is absolutely fucking steaming in the dojo. It is in fact 88.7 degrees. I just turned on the fans because I am not a sadist, nor am I a masochist, and I'm not trying to hurt myself or those around me. Although I will hurt them when I go inside because of the stinky stink of my stinky sweat stink. Okay, so last week we learned that I have narrow clavicles, sadly, but they still stick out of the edge of this, and I didn't even have that modified, so that's cool. Yeah, it feels pretty nice. But yeah, I just finished a pretty rough workout. Very hot in here, very sweaty. I've been eating like shit all weekend long, so I needed to get back out in here and do some punishment to myself for that. So I guess in a way I am a masochist. But yeah, I spent a lot of time this week working on some new logos to update some of the projects. I did some new logos for the Most Hated live stream. You'll probably see it if you're seeing this video. It'll be my new banner and my new actual logo. And then I did some Dead Emo Kid stuff. Worked on that. I have worked on some lyrics, but I haven't really put down any music yet for the second half of the album. I'm working on a website too. I have no idea anything about web design. I'm trying to make a website, okay, because there's like an ARG associated with the new album, and there are purposely glitched and like odd sounding words and also repeated words in the album. So if you listen to it, write them down, what there should be, and then you go to the website and you enter those passwords, and it'll take you to different pages depending on what passwords you enter. Now I want like there to be some lore and stuff like that, and then ultimately at the end it's going to be a new EP that me and my son have been working on because he's a big H.P. Lovecraft fan of his writing, not of his personality. We are actually incredibly anti-racist over here. I will not lie, I used to throw around the N-word a lot, but not like in a negative way. It's because I grew up around the people of color, and that's what they refer to each other and myself as. So I thought it was cool. Like I realize now that it wasn't, and I do apologize for that. Like I said, I can't take it back what I'd said, but I never said it at one time in my life with malice. I always said it endearingly, and it is what it is. So if you guys can forgive me, I appreciate that. But I wanted to, go ahead and say that because it's the truth. I grew up around African Americans, and I love them, and they have accepted me as their people in the past, to the point where they were dropping N-bombs on me and not in a negative way. So that's cool. But yeah, so get out ahead of that before anything happens. It's not good to have hate in your heart whatsoever, so stay positive and all that. Definitely always concentrate on that. Past is past, people change, and you learn from your mistakes, and I hope I never make that mistake again. So back to what I was saying. I don't even remember, but yeah, so I finished the workout. This lighting is awesome. I can get good shadows on the muscles. But yeah, I want to put some the hidden EP that I'm working on that's based on the works of H.P. Lovecraft. There's actually one song on the new album based on Lovecraft, and it's gonna kind of like be the first key to unlocking it. So it's kind of cool. I'm also gonna be creating a video series. Like a horror ARG coming up, so I hope you guys check that out too. It's going to all be released on the Dead Emo Kid channel. But I'll probably have more news as that's going along. So yeah, but without further ado, I can't slide this guy off, but yeah. No real lat spread to speak of. It's coming along a little bit, but not nearly as impressive as I had hoped. But yeah. So and this will also release later this week, but me and Dirt Bike tried the new Fuego menu at Wendy's. And I ran into some issues at my Wendy's. Now, I don't know if this is common across all Wendy's. I'll air some grievances. One, I paid $22 for 2 meals, which is fine. It's supposed to be the drink, the sandwich, the fries, and then a pack of Takis. And I was like, okay, that's a pretty good price, $22 for 2 meals. In today's economy, that's not too bad. So I go there, and I get there, and the guy was like, hey, you still owe $5. And I was like, can I ask why? He says he had no idea, but it's saying that I owe $5 more. Now, I'm always nice to retail or people, because it's not their fault. He was just conveying the message. So I was like, okay, I'll pay or whatever. But when I reached in to hand him my card, the entire just overwhelmingly smelled like weed. Now, I don't care if you use marijuana recreationally. I really don't. It's not for me, but some people, swear by it. But not while you're at work, man. You got to be professional. So that kind of cheesed me off a little bit. And then they handed me my food, and they forgot the Takis. Now, I know, that's not, I didn't want them anyway, but, the fact that I had to pay $5 extra, I would have liked everything that I had ordered. And I did not get everything that I ordered. And then you'll see the review. If you like Takis, you'll love this. Give it a shot. But if not, don't fuck with it. It's not going to sway you. But, yeah, so I was an angry boy this morning as I was getting my stuff from Wendy's. But whatever, I guess. I guess that teaches me for fat-assing around on the weekends. Like I said, I have had a trash diet this weekend. I am back on the grind again Monday. I haven't gained any weight, but I didn't lose any either. And I was in a heavy deficit all week, so I blew it. But can't count it as a loss. I'm going to use that as fuel for my workouts and to get stronger. So I was in a very small mini, not even bulk, but just a maintain week, which sucks because, like I said, I nailed the calorie deficit all week. I was so proud of myself. And the weekend came and everything was just too delicious. It happens. That's, kind of what I want to talk about today is little setbacks. You can't let them define your entire overall progress. Even if you succeed 3 out of the 4 weeks, you still succeeded most of the time. So as long as you're not undoing an entire month's worth of work in 1 week, then you're good. You can undo an entire week's worth of work in 1 day, but it doesn't undo the entire month. So you got to just stay positive about it. Also, a couple of things to keep in mind. One, terrible workout, no matter how bad it is always better than one that you didn't do. So get out there and do something, even if you're just going to go out there and just pump a couple things and whatever, and then just head inside. That's still better than nothing. It's something. It's not going to cause any significant changes or anything, but it's better than nothing. Whatever you got to do to check that off the list that you tried, you did something. Always do that. The other thing, I was watching some videos today, and a guy said something pretty wise. It's easier to say no to a food one time at the grocery store than every day when you bring it home. So if you have any doubt that you're going to struggle with having a food at your house and you're going to want to eat it, leave it where it's at. Don't even bring it home, because the temptation, it'll eventually wear you down. Even if it's not that week, it might be that month, it could be that year. But you just don't want to even give yourself the opportunity to fail. So if you see something and you're like, there's no way this needs to be at my house, don't have it at your house. It sucks, but just don't do it. Oh, I also today acquired this cool, it's display only, because it's just a cheap little thing, but it's very cool looking dagger. It's actual metal. And it's got the pattern like it's supposed to be Damascus steel, but it is not Damascus steel. It is probably not even steel. It's some sort of very cheap metal. I could put an edge on it, I think. I don't think it would splinter. But I think it's just very cool looking. It's got a P on it. Has no significance to me whatsoever. But yeah, so it's a cool looking little addition to the ninja weapon wall that I got. So yeah, that was kind of my weekend. Hung around the house. Oh yeah, this. You can see, look at this. I hate this. This is also another side effect of losing weight. It's my titty meats. Yeah, because my breast is actually up here. can't really see in this lighting, but I got saggy old man titties. I'm an old man, so it makes sense. But I also used to be a fat man, so it is what it is. And also like some thinning ass hair. Oh, another complaint while I'm on my bitch fest. You know how like when you have a piece of electronics equipment, like a tablet or a phone, and like as soon as you get a crack in it, it's like you fall out of love with it. You're just like, ugh, I hate this thing now. I don't even want to mess with it. Well, that happened to me with my drawing tablet. It had like a small crack in it, and I don't even know where it came from because I take really good care of my stuff, and it was like always put up and stored. Opened it up and I seen a crack in it, and then like that made me stop drawing for a long time on the tablet because I was just like, every time I look at it, it just makes me feel sick. I don't like it. Well, today before I started drawing again, I opened it up and that crack has spread across the entire screen, and it is like it really was hard to finish some of the drawings that I was working on. It just made me feel so gross. So I think I'm gonna need a new drawing tablet unless I can find a place that will fix the screen for cheap. And then I don't know if I can put a screen protector on it because it's got to be super sensitive to use the stylus and everything. It just really sucks. Like it's not even bad enough that you can feel it when you draw anything. Just the fact that I know it's there really bothers me. And I'm sure there's some sort of mental illness associated with that. But it just really sucks, and it kind of put a damper on the whole mood. But I did finish the drawings. I'm hitting real hard into the color scheme of purple, black, and white, which is like my kids' favorite colors. And I really like the scheme, so that's what the Most Hated live stream and Dead Emo Kid stuff is going to be. Like that's going to be the colors, and I've got some new logos and stuff like that. I'm thinking about maybe doing some T-shirts and stuff like that. We'll see. But I hope you guys like that kind of stuff, and like wouldn't be embarrassed to be seen wearing something like that. The Dead Emo Kid I could get because it's music, and if you like the music, it is what it is. But like a Most Hated live stream is kind of weird. It's kind of real niche, but I'd rock it, and I know my kid would too, and some of my homies. So yeah, look for maybe some of that in the future. Once I get this website up and running, it's going to kind of be the hub for everything. But it's going to be hosting the ARG and a lot of the new music stuff. So that's going to be pretty fun. We're going to be working on some music videos and stuff like that. Just all kinds of just fun stuff, like stuff that I wanted to have on websites when I was growing up, when I would visit band websites and they would just be very boring stuff. I want interactivity, cool stuff. It really reminds me of the Gorillaz. They used to have a Kong Studios website, and you could go and tour, and there's like games and stuff like that. It was the coolest website ever, and it was a lot of fun. It really made me really like the Gorillaz and that whole concept. It like really sold it to me. So I think that the website and all that should be part of the entire presentation. Like as a band, you're entertainers. And I don't play live or anything like that. I'm way too self-conscious and I freeze. But I don't do that. So I like record and I put up on the internet and that's it. So I want another layer to be able to reach people who want to hear my music. So I got that. We do the burnt CDs and stuff like that if you want anything live. And if I get enough demand for one, I might do a pressing of an album. We'll see. But this probably not this next one. But I'm going to try to do this every year until I just run out of ideas or I just lose the passion for it. And I'm getting old. I'll be 40 this year. When the album comes out, that'll be right after my 40th birthday. So maybe a few more years before it just gets really sad, because how long can I call myself a dead emo kid if I'm a dead old ass man? But, it is what it is with that stuff. I wanted to touch base with you guys about that. I haven't watched any new movies this week. I probably will. I have some on the queue, and I really want to see, and I'll throw some reviews up. Always check back here every day for Manly Brandon and Dirt Bike Try. I'm going to try to do some streaming on the Man Legion, and I'm going to maybe I'll be collaborating with my buddy Pat, and well, definitely not maybe, but it's just a matter of when. And then when our friend Pug gets back online, I want to see if he can stream with me a couple times, just kind of mix our audiences or whatever. Got some new games downloaded that I'm going to try. None of them are like blockbuster titles or anything like that, but there's some fun games that are just like really fun to try, and I'm excited. I think that this could be a good thing for the channel. We're still trying to schedule this first live stream for the Four Heels, No Faces. I still need to draw the final logo for that, or our characters and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff I got to do, and just having that broken tablet really took me out of it for a while. I got to get over it. It still works. It works just fine. I can still do all the stuff. So no need for me to be a little baby back bitch about it. I just got to actually do it. I'll look for that possibly this week. I'm actually going to message them now because I believe that there's some vacation time for one of them until the 7th, and I am free literally every day. So I could squeeze one in. I would just like to do that, just get it out of the way, just to say we did it, and and justify the cost of that equipment. So yeah, that's what we got for today. Just another quick update, not quite long enough to be a live stream. I still haven't had that many guests, but I'm working on it. Everyone's just real busy, and plus it's sweltering in here. I almost feel kind of embarrassed to bring people here. So if I do it, I'll probably go on location with the laptop. So if you guys want to be on it, let me know, or you can call in. You don't even have to come here. Just you can call in. I'll set it up on Discord, and we'll get it all popping. So until next time, you guys stay awesome, and peace.
Fire, endless pain, crumble the weak, truth insane.